Hey, my friends. Pastor David here with this week's Midweek Minute. We talked this past weekend about grace. That word in the New Testament means unmerited favor or undeserved goodwill. And we talked about the fact that that's the way God looks at us because of Jesus Christ. And He doesn't see categories of people, the people that deserve that grace and the people that don't deserve that grace, the desirables versus the undesirables. God only sees people. All of us stand in the need of the grace that He alone gives us in Jesus Christ. There really is no us and them when it comes to the way God sees people. There's just us, all of us, who need the grace that God gives us in Jesus Christ. And that's the good news, that when God looks at every one of us, He looks at us with grace-filled eyes. And that grace heals the way that we see others, including ourselves, so that we can look through grace-healed eyes, as St. Irenaeus said. And my challenge to you this week was to think about those two words, grace period, with a little bit of punctuation in the middle of those words or added to those words. And rather than hearing it as a grace period, think about it as grace period. The way that you see yourself, the way that you see other people. Allow the Holy Spirit to work within you and remind you over and over again that the way God looks at you is through the eyes of grace. And that when you realize that and your eyes are healed, our eyes are healed, then we can see all of life, all people through grace-healed eyes. Imagine what Butler would be like if our church and every church would look at each other through grace-healed eyes. This coming weekend is Palm Sunday weekend. We'll be celebrating with the children at Route 8. There'll be a lot of special music, and we want to encourage you to think this week about the whole week called Holy Week, the events of Holy Week. We're going to be stopping by as though we were looking at each of those events in a snapshot and just getting a sense of what that week was all about as we lead up to the triumphant day of Easter Sunday. So I hope that you can join us at one of our worship services in person or in one of our services online. Until then, remember, keep looking up, and I'll see you later.